Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, Facebook family. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing this wonderful sunny Sunday morning? Oh, no, afternoon. It is noon. So I'd like to say hello to Deborah Denenfield, Annie in Victoria, BC, Cecily. Hi, Cecily, the one who makes us look so great on stage. Bronwyn, South One, and Becky Kane, and Dan Walker from Vienna, Virginia, Susan G, and Trish, and Deli, and Annette Perrone, and Julie Alexander. Hello, Sheila Ginsburg. Hello, Sandy Johnson. Yukon, my goodness. Our friends up north are really repping today. Carol J in Connecticut, Karen Newman, Susan Miller in Seattle, Julie in Ontario, next to my hometown, Detroit. All right, let's keep going down the line. Let's see. Deg Varney in Vermont, and Kevin, hello again, friend. Hello, Sarah Page. Hello, Pete and Janet in Toronto. Hello, Bob Delaney. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Jamie in British Columbia. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Bob in Maryland. Hello, Luda and Mark. Hello, Renata. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Nancy with my favorite cow. Hello, Martha. Hello, Jim in NYC. Hi, Mac. Hi, Ann. Hi, Jane in Silver Spring. Good to see you again. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Aloysius. Hello. Oh, we've got another page. Hello, Ann Lafferty. Hello, LMG. Hello. Let's see who else we have here. Goodness. Carolyn Quanton, DC. Hello, Cricket. Hello, Beryl Miles. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Doug Varney. Hello, Ray. Hello. So many people today, and it's going to be a great day because today we are going to be winding up Washington Revels Week. Hello, Busy. Hello, Renata. Hello, Sandra. I think that's everyone. Hello, Bronwyn. I think that is everyone. Again, hello, everybody here and on Facebook Live. Welcome to a wonderful, super sunny Saturday as we wind up Week, Washington Revels Week on the Daily Antidote of Song. I'd also like to say hello to the folks that keep us things running and to our group. So, hello, Joe. Hello, Aaron, who's on tech today. Hello, Sharon, Christina, Greg, Paulette, Arthuretta, Jim, and Jackie, all members of Jubilee Voices. You'll be hearing more about them in a moment. And let's begin. So, it's been a very exciting week for Washington Revels. Yesterday, we released our celebration of spring, and I'm inviting all of you to come on down or go to the website and register and sign up. There's a lot of wonderful goodies there, including one from Jubilee Voices, and I'd love for all of you to see it. We might have a little surprise later to just give you a taste of what's going on. So let's move into what we're going to do next. We're going to sing a scandalous song and to introduce the group, and that I'm going to turn things over to Greg Magruder.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. So Andrea says that this is a scandalous song. The song itself is not scandalous, but it is talking about some behavior that is scandalous. So in our lives, who are the people who can hurt us most sometimes? It is the people who are closest to us, right? Can I get an amen? All right, good. So this song is kind of a slice of life, kind of demonstrating a reflection of the behavior of those people who do us wrong. And it's called Scandalize My Name. Anyone heard that song before? A couple of you. Annette, you know it. Who else? Anyone else out there heard it before? Dan, you know it. Susan knows it. So it's a call and response song. And if you think that it may be difficult for you to respond, just realize that your response is simple and it's just no. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to sing it. You can shout it. You can find a note, sing it. When you say no in response to one of the verses, you can wave your finger like this. You can add even a little head thing there too. But just make it lively. So all of us in the group are going to take parts going through the names of all those people who are closest to us universally. So let me find the note. Everyone clear on their lyrics? No. Okay. Deli, you've got it? Okay. Dan, do you have the lyrics? Dan Walker, you've got the lyrics? You know what you have to say, right? No. You're muted, but just, I want to see your lips moving when you say that, okay? Let's find this note. I met my brother the other day. I gave him my right hand. As soon as ever my back was turned, he went and scandalized my name. Now do you call that a brother? No. Now do you call that a brother? No. Now do you call that a brother? No. Scandalize my name.
Oh, I hear you, Greg. When you talk about them relatives, I met my sister the other day, gave her my right hand. As soon as ever my back was turned, she went and scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a sister? Do you call that a sister? Or do you call that a sister? No. She went and scandalized my name.
Well, let me tell you about what happened to me. I met my cousin the other day and gave him my right hand. But as soon as ever my back was turned, he went and scandalized my name. Now do you call that a cousin? No. Do you call that a cousin? Now do you call that a cousin? No. He scandalized my name.
Well, I'm so sorry about your cousin and your sister, but let me tell you, my uncle, I met my uncle the other day. I gave him my right hand, and soon as my back was turned, he scandalized my name. Now do you call that an uncle? Well, do you call that an uncle? No. Well, do you call that an uncle? No. He scandalized my name.
Well, y'all having friend problems. Y'all having family problems. I met my best friend the other day. I gave her my right hand. As soon as ever my back was turned, she went and scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a friend or no? Do you call that your friend? Oh, no. Do you call that your friend? Oh, no. She went and scandalized my name.
Y'all having family and friend problems. It's my neighbor. I met my neighbor the other day. I gave her my right hand. As soon as she turned, my back must turn. She went and scandalized my name. Well, do you call that a neighbor? Or do you call that a neighbor? No. Now do you call that a neighbor? No. She done scandalized my name. Well, we got double trouble. We met our neighbor the other day.
I gave them our right hand. As soon as ever our back was turned, they went and scandalized our name.
Now do you call that a couple?
No, no.
I could call them a couple things.
No, no.
Do you call that a couple?
No, no.
Scandalize my name.
Well, I have to tell you, I met my deacon the other day, gave him my right hand, and as ever my back was turned, he done scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a deacon? No, no. Do you call that a deacon? No, no. Do you call that a deacon? No, no. Scandalize my name.
All right, Jubilee Voices. It looks like we have a pitiful group of friends and relatives, but I got one that's just going to top all of that. And it is the most scandalous. Let me tell you about this one. Well, I met my preacher, my preacher the other day. Aaron, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? I gave him my right hand. Huh. And you know what? As soon as ever my back was turned, he went and scandalized my name. Now do you call that a preacher? No, no. Now do you call that a preacher? No, no. Can I get a witness? Now do you call that a preacher? No, 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 no. He went and scandalized my name. Oh, he went and scandalized my name. He went and scandalized my name. I don't know what I'm going to do to recover from that. So, Andrea, back to you.
All right. Well, you know, one thing about family and friends, they do tend to put the fun in dysfunctional, don't they? And that's just a fun little song. You know, many of the songs that we sing in the African American repertoire are can be sad and can be sorrow songs, but this week we wanted to do something a little different, have a little fun, and we're so happy that you were part of the joy of singing something that we can all relate to, right? So I'm going to ask some JV members a couple questions about the song and about what we've been doing for the celebration of spring. And first, could somebody from the group tell us why we decided to sing this song? Usually when we get a DAS, we all sit together and decide what we're going to sing. And this song came up. So who would like to address that question? Mr. Magruder.
I think it was different this time. Kind of like end of week with something scandalous, but yet funny and true and all those things, you know, just sort of like on a upbeat, on the downbeat sort of thing.
Anybody else want to answer it? Go ahead, Mr. Magruder.
Yeah, I agree with Paulette. This is a song that I discovered years ago through a recording of gospel and spirituals that Kathleen Battle did in a concert with Jesse Norman. And the way they performed this song was just so delightful. And all of our music gives a slice of life of traditional African-American culture, but it's not very often that we are able to present a song that looks at the lighter side of that spectrum. And I think that this song did it. And so other people who've done this song, Paul Robeson used to
he was less gossipy when he sang it, because, you know, that's how Paul Robeson was. Other people have sung it. I think Marian Anderson might have sung it as well in her concerts. And what the song does, it just kind of gives a little bit of relief to traditional classical music and to music that kind of displays other aspects of African American culture and traditions.
Great. So let's move on to our next question. Now, for the celebration of spring, Jubilee Voices did something a little different. We recorded the song Funga Alafia. I can tell you a little quick bit about the song. Everybody thinks that this is a West African song, a folk song. It is not. It was written by an African American, and a dance for this song was, once it spread around the world, began to flourish and grow. And then you learned it in school, more than likely, if you're under a certain age. And you learned it as an adult when you're over a certain age. But it is not African. It was written to the tune of Little Liza Jane by an African American. A dancer, Pearl Primus, developed a dance, the Funga dance, using the rhythm for the song that's played on the djembe. That rhythm was developed by Baba Olatunji, who is Nigerian. So what you're seeing is a nice little snapshot of the diaspora in one song. And it's a song that's being sung universally by kids everywhere. So this is our way of celebrating the diaspora for this particular celebration. And I'd like to talk to some of the other members about the dance that goes with this song. Anyone?
Well, I will say this. So David, who you'll see drumming at the very beginning, taught us this dance. So we learned this dance right before we started filming it. I would say that we were very, very quick studies. Right, Christina? You agree with me? And yeah. Our dear fellow member, Khadijah, you'll see dancing in the center there because, you know, that's how she is. And but you know, I think it was a quick study trying to do that. And I will say one thing about it, I think we all look good. I wish I had worn a Spanx t-shirt. So I looked at it's like, wow, the camera adds poundage. So but I will say this, so everybody knows, as we were gathering at Glen Echo, I walked down this incline to get to where we were gathering, hit a patch of mud. So, you know, flat on my ass in that mud. And Cecily, you were there, so you saw it. And Cecily, was I graceful in my fall? All right. But it meant that I had to spend 30 minutes cleaning up, was not in a mood to sing Funga Alafia. However, once we all gathered, David started drumming, and I was with the rest of the Jubilee Voices. I was just going to sell the sizzle. Mm-hmm. And I hope it looks like that for me and everyone else when you look at this.
Well, one thing I do want to add, we were quick studies, but one thing that struck me is that we were dancing and singing a song of the diaspora that was led by a drummer who was Nigerian American, danced and sung by people who were descendants of African slaves and freed people, in a place where we weren't allowed to go for the longest. So that struck me, and the enormity of what that means, and the thought that all those things that you do in daily life, whatever, they have an impact. They have an impact, they have history, they have meaning. So for us to be able to do this in that time, in that space, was very important and very special. And I like to see this as a wonderful benchmark for Jubilee Voices. Anybody else want to talk about their insights during the filming and what the experience was like?
Well, you know me, I don't dance. I'm the person who gives you the clapping. So I was back there putting some rhythm into that clapping, along with our good brother David with that drum. It I've done this before. I did this when I was in school when we did Afro-Caribbean dance, and it's such a delightful song, and it gives you so much joy that I hope everybody will appreciate it when they see it.
Yes.
You know, another thing that was interesting about this was the first time all of us got a chance to meet in person our newest member of the group, Paulette. Paulette, wave your hand. And we all thought Paulette was probably about 5'10", maybe even 6 feet tall. Because look at her. She has a lot of stature here. But she's kind of a little bitty thing. And Paulette, how tall are you?
With or without heels. I'm 5'3".
5'3", but it was wonderful to see Paulette in person after doing all of these and wonderful to see everyone else too, but wonderful to see Paulette in person and meet her in person after all of these virtual engagements.
Yes, we're looking forward to getting together in person, and we're hoping and praying that the pandemic does wind down so we'll be able to sing together in person, because the harmonies are one of the things that made Jubilee Voices so special, and I miss singing with y'all. Doing a virtual recording is not quite the same, so we like I said, we look and hope and pray for the day that we can get together and do this for real, as the kids say. So that is going to be part of the Washington Rebels Celebration of Spring. Please be sure to register so you can see the event on the website. And we're going to show a little clip from the filming. This wasn't the final, but the filming. So you can get just a little something, a little taste of what this was like. Thank you, Aaron. So again, that release is free. So please go and register and take a look at it. There's so many beautiful things in there, and it was a wonderful project to do, and I'm glad that we were all part of it. I really am. So I think it's time to be scandalized again. So Greg, would you like to you and Jim like to start up your verses for Scandalize My Name so everybody can sing?
Jim, why don't you talk about that deacon again?
Okay. Am I unmuted? Well, I saw my deacon the other day, gave him my right hand, and as soon as ever my back was turned, he done scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a deacon? No, no, do you call that a deacon? No, no, do you call that a deacon? No, no, scandalize my name.
All right, well, you know, the skanky preacher's coming back here. You like that, don't you, Christina? Huh? I met my preacher the other day, and gave him my right hand. As soon as ever my back was turned, he went and scandalized my name. Now do you call that a preacher? No, no. Now do you call that a preacher? No, no. Now do you call that a preacher? No, no, no. Scandalize my name. He went and scandalized my name. He went and scandalized my name. That's what he did. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Jim. And thank you, members of Jubilee Voices. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Thanks for joining us on this last day of Washington Revels Week in the Daily Antidote of Song. Please register for the celebration of spring and mark your calendars for Juneteenth. Now, on June 19th, we're going to celebrate our people. Seriously, we're going to do some reflections on how far things have come for African Americans since that joyous day when slavery was abolished from the United States, in the United States, and reflections on family, love, memory, and other things. So mark your calendar and keep an eye out on www.revelsdc.org for more information, and we look forward to seeing you there. And we look forward to seeing you in another Daily Antidote of Song. Jubilee Voices members, please, one last time, thank you, and please introduce yourselves, just your name, and then we will move on to the saddest part of Daily Antidote of Song, the goodbyes. But for now, thank you, Jubilee Voices. I'm Andrea Blackford. I am the director of Jubilee Voices. Greg?
I'm Greg Magruder, a founding member and a tenor.
Becky Berry, alto, tenor.
Christina Bussey, soprano.
Sharon Clark Napolitano, also soprano.
Arthuretta Martin, I'm an alto today, but I'm normally a soprano.
Feel better, Arthuretta.
Paulette Grady, I am the newest member, the tall member, and I'm an alto.
And Jim Harkless, I'm a baritone. And I knew how tall Paulette was in because we were in the Christmas Rebels show together when it was direct.
And I'm Harold Blackfoot, the tallest one truly in the group.
And a bass. Okay, everybody, that was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. And it was a great week. Betsy and I had so much fun. Again, many thanks to Washington Revels and Carpe Diem. Thank you, Busy. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Aaron, for running the tech today. It was amazing. Thank you all for coming. And now we're going to say goodbye to Facebook Live. We love you guys. Thank you, Facebook family. Everybody say bye to them. So now we're